Hello everyone and welcome back to Fallout Shelter. So today I think I'll start with creating a brand new vault and that way I can show you from the beginning how to set the vault up the absolute best way. So here we go, we'll just open a new vault. Okay, so just ask you to choose the ID, randomly selected 53532, and if you're right with that number, then you go ahead and create that. And so, congratulations, Vault-Tec has selected you to be the overseer of Vault 532. It's a little bit of an introduction. I'm going to skip this because I'll assume that you can go through this by yourself. So usually when you first start a new vault, they'll give you usually one really good character. So we'll just see who we get today. And this is your main character that you start your missions with, and you sort of build from there. So we got Tyler Boyd, pretty ordinary, level 1. Olivia Ford, also very ordinary. This Vincent Martin. Yep, we got some really ordinary characters. No one really good to start with. So first thing to do is to bring them all in. Okay, so we have to build some living quarters straight away. Now, I find that when you get attacked, the attacks will come through the vault door and will head left to right into these rooms here. So these first rooms here are sort of your combat rooms. So this is a helpful hint: send your dwellers to the Wasteland. I'll show you how to do that later, but for the moment we'll start with the setup. So I think the best place to build living quarters is down lower. So I'm going to build it first one here. Yeah, so now we have to build a power plant. So we got here power generation. Now I'm going to put this one right at the entrance, so the workers in here will also fight off attackers. Okay, so now we should be able to get these guys in here. And you'll need 2 people straight away in the power generation, and then it's good to put 2 people on the door. They'll stand guard, and the rest of these people yes, if you put a male and a female in the living quarters, you'll increase your population. So for the moment I won't do that. I'll send her into the... So I can't send her into the Wasteland yet. I'll send this guy out to explore. It wants us to upgrade the production rooms. Now you need bottle caps to do that, so we got to be careful of how many bottle caps we use. Yep, and we just completed so we earned some bottle caps for that. So you go in here, and we've done one of the first things, one of the first objectives. Send a dweller to the Wasteland, we'll claim that. Assign 2 dwellers in the right rooms. We'll do that too. So we'll put this girl on the door. Yep. And they're saying we need a steady flow of power. we also need food, so we should next build food production. Now the first way to produce food is a diner. So we'll put this down here. Now, when you build 2 rooms next to each other, exactly what they're saying here, you can merge the rooms. So later on I'll build a second power plant next to this one. I'll make a large power production room. But for the moment we'll just build a diner down here, and we'll put this person down in the diner, and this person also in the diner, and that will start to produce food for us. And as you can see here, we've also completed another objective. We'll collect those caps. We need these bottle caps. This is our money, and this is how we are able to build things. Everything has a cost to it. So if you can see here, we need water. So we've got power, food, and we need water. So the next thing we'd like to do, a good idea, is to build a water plant. Water treatment. Now, I'll put that here so I can expand next to it too. As you can see, new dwellers keep coming, so that's good. I'll put her in there. So we got a maximum of 8 dwellers, and our capacity is 8, so we're at full capacity. So to increase that, we need to build another living quarters, which is right here. And the best place to build it is next to that one, so we've got an expanded living quarters. Now we go back here, we can see we are allowed to expand up to 18 dwellers. So we'll bring this girl in now and put her in the water treatment plant, and put this guy in the water treatment plant, and that will get our water production going. As you can see there, now we have water production. Now as the rooms produce the resource that they produce, a symbol will come up, and you have to click on that in order to move that resource up here. Now as soon as you can, it's good to get a Mr. Handy robot, and the Mr. Handy robot will come and collect those resources for you. And that later on, when you've got a big vault, it's really important to have a Mr. Handy robot on each floor, and that will make your job and your life a lot easier. So as you can see, you can also rush rooms. If you rush a room, this room's got 20 seconds to go, so I rush it, it'll make them. So it's a 33% chance of an incident. I'll just demonstrate this. I'll activate it. And I rushed the room, and I got a resource. Sometimes it will fail and it will catch fire. So it's sort of a bit of a gamble, but the the percentage that you see when you rush a room, it will give you a percentage. The higher the percent of an incident, the more likely that you will fail the rush. So that's a way of sort of minimizing the risk. And we've got another person here, we'll bring her in. Now we'll collect this. These are really important to collect. These lunchboxes always have bonuses in them. So we'll open this lunchbox, and we can open the lunchbox up here. And we'll open this. So we got 50 credits for water. We got a ghost costume. This increases endurance and agility. We got a microscope. That's junk. Now these can be used later on to build things. We got 100 caps, which is good, and 500 caps, which is really good. Okay, so we're doing all right. We haven't been attacked yet, and our base is doing quite well. Now we got another lunchbox for leveled up. So one of the dwellers is now at level 2. We'll claim this lunchbox, and hopefully we'll get a good character in there. Okay, so Got some more junk, a teddy bear, which is useful. 50 units of water. Plasma pistol. So we got our first weapon. 100 caps. And another weapon. Lone Wanderer. 9mm, probably a 9mm pistol. So that's great. So the best place to put weapons is on these two people. If they're guarding the entrance, that's where you'll get your attacks. And you'll find that you can see here this symbols come up, power symbol. I need to click on that, and that will cause that to refill. And the food, that will cause that to refill. So that's sort of a bit of a housekeeping duty. You're constantly clicking on those as you see those symbols come up. And we've achieved another objective. Equipment. Equip one dweller with a weapon. We need another 25 caps. Now we should go see how our guy's doing out here. He's not doing too bad. When his health gets to about 3/4, we'll bring him back. As you notice, he's collected 25 caps out here in the Wasteland, and he's still level 1. This will time out in the Wasteland increases their experience, which brings up their level. So that's one of the ways to increase the level of a character is by sending them on missions into the Wasteland. And we've got this new character who's just arrived. Don't have a room for him to go on. I might send her into the Wasteland. Yes, well, we don't have anything to equip this dweller with yet, but yes, I do agree with that tip. We should equip the dwellers before we send them into the Wasteland. These two are leveled up, so just click on that and get some caps for that. Okay. So these rooms are still locked. The storage room, the med bay, the science bay, the overseer's office, and the radio studio, weapons plants. So we'll work our way up to these as quickly as we can. At the moment, looks like food production is a little bit low. So one of the things you can do is the vault door. You can upgrade the vault door. All rooms are upgradable, but one of the first things to do is upgrade the vault door. So upgrade the vault door is 500 caps, and we've got 1,000. So it's a good idea to do that. It'll buy time as when you get attacks, raiders and different characters coming to attack your vault. It'll be harder for them to enter. So I'll do that upgrade. Yep. As you can see, the vault has now changed. There's a sort of a larger mechanism to hold the door, and we can upgrade it again, which will cost us 2,000 caps. So that will be a while before we can do that. Okay, so we can upgrade this room as well. There's 250 caps to upgrade the room, and you see what happens when you upgrade. You'll increase the production. So the current production is 8 units. With an upgrade it will increase 2, and it'll also add 25 units to the amount of storage of what we produce, which is food. So I'll do that upgrade. And looks like the energy production also wants an upgrade. We'll see how much that costs. We can afford to do that upgrade as well. Great, so we got more energy online there too. Okay, and when this symbol, we get a plus here, usually means that There's another character has come on. There he is. Scott Owen. So we might put him in this room here. So if you put a man and a man in the same room, you won't get any babies produced. At the moment, I'm not trying to produce any additional dwellers through children. Just trying to use the dwellers that we have to the maximum. And we just got a room that was unlocked. So we'll just have a look here which room we got unlocked. Okay, so the storage room. So we'll unlock that room. It costs 300 to build it. We don't have enough caps. So we'll use that later on. At the moment, we'll just continue on as we're going. So as you can see, I haven't had an attack yet. I'll keep playing until I get our first attack, and I'll show you what happens, how we fight off the attack. Now, when they have no weapons, they'll actually fight with their fists. So it's not the best, but in the beginning that you have to use what you got. And if you don't have, you only got 2 weapons in your vault, then you best to put them on the vault door. So just have a quick check here. So we're sort of slowed down a bit. Helpful, destroy rocks to expand. Yeah, we don't need to destroy any rocks yet. Just keep our eyes on the dwellers that are out in the wasteland. So he's been out there for 12 minutes. She's been out there for 4 minutes. Nothing much is happening. Okay. And you can see the happiness of the dwellers is quite low. It's 58%. There is ways of increasing the happiness. Some of it's by having children, also by building a radio station. As you put the right dwellers for the right, who are more suited to a certain job, it will make them happier. So this water treatment room is it requires perception. So the dwellers that have the highest perception, if we put them in there, will actually get the best results. So you can do a bit of fine tuning like that. You can swap them around. Like this person's perception's a bit higher, so I can swap him into there. And you don't want this bar here to fall below this bar or turn red. So you might have to rush a room in the beginning to get your resources up above the red indicator. Alright, so I was hoping there would be an attack on the vault. We haven't had an attack yet. So I think that's enough to just show you the basics of setting up a vault, putting your characters in, maximizing your defense on the vault door, getting your 3 resources going, food, water and power, building your accommodation, and how to open the lunchboxes and send people on missions. So that will be the first the video for this first section, and you can see that brings that up, and I'll come back and show you as we've continue on into a new vault, into further advancements of this vault. Okay, well, thanks. If you like the content, please like, share and subscribe, and hit the bell button. Thank you.